Hi friends, Marley here and welcome back to Gardening in Kentucky YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I grow summer squash vertically. This is a row of summer squash and I have a mix of green zucchini and yellow straight neck. And I planted 30 squash plants in this row. The plants are 3 feet apart, so if I let the plants just sprawl in the ground, it can be very messy because the path between these rows is only 2 feet. And so what's going to happen is the plants will occupy the entire path and it will be very hard to access the plants whenever I come here to do my harvesting. So in order to make a perfect row, I planted the squash and planted them in a row, and then I put some tomato cages. So if I have enough tomato cages, I should put 30 because I need 1 tomato cage per plant. Unfortunately, I don't have that many tomato cages and I don't have the budget to buy new tomato cages this year. So instead of putting a tomato cage in every plant, I put tomato cages in some of the plants, and then I have this stake. These are tomato stakes that I used last year, and I am working on running a tomato twine in this row to hold all of the squash plants up. I have already started running the tomato twine. This is the second row of twine that I'm working on, and basically what I'm doing is I'm just weaving the tomato twine around the plant, and I also weave it around the tomato cages. So in this area I have a pole here, and then there's another pole right there, and between these poles there are 4 squash plants. So the 2 center squash plants are in a cage, and then the plant between the post and the cage does not have a cage because I ran out of tomato cages. So it's on its own, and that's why I need to weave this tomato cage so that I can also hold the plant in place. The tomato twine is in this box. It's very handy, so it does not make a mess. And then I'm just gonna go tie it around like this. Oops, fix it. They already have little squash in them, so this one is not as easy as trellising our squash plants whenever they're still smaller. I should have done this when they are smaller, and then I'm going to put this twine around the post or the stake, and then I'm gonna go around this last squash plant right here. I'm not gonna make it too tight because the squash will grow bigger, so I don't want to damage the stem. I just want, enough twine to go around it so the squash does not fall in the ground. And then I tie the tomato twine around this stake, and I'm just gonna go do this straight all the way to the end of the row, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put something that's higher. Alright guys, I am done running the tomato twine in the row of summer squash. I made 2 layers because the plants are a little bit bigger now. So I have one that's probably 2 to 3 inches from the ground, and then the second one is between 8 to 12 inches from the first twine that I have. So the squash plants that are inside the cage will just be trained to grow straight up, so this will look like a squash tree. I have done this before, and I like growing my squash vertically because it is very easy to harvest and it's very easy to check for bugs if the plant grows upward. With this one in here that does not have a cage, I'm just gonna try my best to make the plant grow in between these 2 strings, and so it will grow upward as well. And because the squash right next to it is only 2 feet away, the leaves should help. The leaves of the neighboring plant should help stabilize this plant right here that does not have a cage. And also I think one of the things that I'm gonna do is see if I can try to tie this plant onto the stake. But that's what we have right here, guys. Look at that. It actually looks so nice. And we have some little squash already. These are zucchini. See, this is a female flower. See that? It hasn't opened yet. This will open tomorrow. And then that's the zucchini. And then that one, you see, it's just a flower. It does not have a fruit that's attached to it. This is a female flower. So we need both male and female flowers to pollinate the squash. This one right here, here's the zucchini, and that's the flower that's attached to it. After pollination, this flower will just fall off. If it doesn't get pollinated, the whole thing will come off. This one will not develop. And also here, our yellow squash. This is a yellow straight neck. Look at that. Looking nice. I hope it got pollinated. But I'm excited to have a taste of my very first summer squash in the garden. It's actually a little bit early because it's only May 25th and we already have some little squash growing in our garden. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, most of them already have a lot of blooms, so this is very exciting, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something new. That's gonna be all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Happy gardening!